Hello, good evening readers. In this all new episode of Question and Answer with Sridhar Gunte, I will be answering your questions and queries related to photo gear and photography. Last 2 weeks I was not able to reach you because of some unavoidable circumstances. So this week here is I am reaching to you out to you in an all new episode. Here we are changing even the format. I only will be on the screen. There won't be any of my colleague me the question. So this is in an all new format. Good evening to you. So here is the first question. First question comes to me from Ricky Saldana from Dadar. So Ricky asked me that monsoon season has begun in Mumbai. So what is your suggestions to take care of my photography gear? Ricky, yes, I like your question first of all, and I like your attitude towards carrying your own gear during this season as it affects most probably the lenses. So let's take a look how you can do that. So there are two ways to it. First, you can buy a DigiCabi, which is a dry cabinet, which is a small cupboard, which is powered from the AC mains outlet. So what it does, it reduces the humidity and moisture in that chamber where you can put your camera gear, camera body, lenses, filters, memory cards, everything. The second way is you can opt for is take a fish tank, small fish tank. If you are connected your lens to the camera body, just I will advise you to remove the lens from the camera body, put the body cap on the camera and rear lens cap on the lens, pack these two in the individual zipper bag. But for the lens, before packing the lens in the zipper bag, I will advise you to remove the front lens cap and wrap it in a zipper bag. Place the two things, or maybe you are having more lenses or more accessories in the same manner in that fish tank. Cover the fish tank with a wood plank or a metal plank. Just put one small hole on the top of it and put a 0-watt lamp and power it 365 days, 24 hours. So what it does actually, the lamp temperature will be slightly higher inside the fish tank than the room temperature. That will allow the humidity and moisture level to go down considerably. And as you are removing the front cap of the lens, the light emitted by the 0-watt lamp will keep on passing through the lens elements all the time. So what it does actually, it will never speed up the process of fungal growth. So that is how you can take care. So these are the two ways. The next question is from Revati Raut from Bangalore. She asked, on my flash gun there is a flash exposure compensation level. So how to use that and what is the effect and when to use the function? Yes, Revati. These functions are available mainly on the camera body as well as the flash gun, you are right. But there is always priority given to the settings from the camera body. So what you select and what you set on the camera body will be transferred to the flash gun which you are mounted on the hot shoe. So how to use it first of all? So in the TTL operation, most of the time the lens will measure the camera will measure the distance while focusing. While you speed shutter click button, it will transmit a low intensity of flash guns to the subject and the reflected light will be measured. So based on the background of the subject, whether it is bright or dark, you need to apply the flash exposure compensation. It is the formula or the theory or the rule is very similar how you apply the exposure compensation for the camera in a normal way. So if the background is bright or reflective, you add one stop towards the positive side. So when the light will get reflected from the shiny background at the back, the flash gun will be correctly exposing the subject which is standing in front of that background. So vice versa, if the subject is standing against the black or the dark background, you need to reduce the flash exposure compensation by -1 stop. And by seeing the histogram on the LCD panel, you will be able to judge how to balance both the things. The third question for today is coming from Riya Ruparel. She asked, there are a lot of third-party batteries available for the camera. Buying such batteries and using in the camera, is it safe? They are safe to some extent. First you need to understand the battery number, what you are buying, and what the original battery number and what you are buying is the same, matching. The other thing you need to check is the voltage. So if the battery, what is like what you are having along with what you got along with the camera is of a 6 volt, then you should see what the third party battery you are buying from the market, it should have the similar voltage of 6 volt. The current rating at this point of time doesn't matter. If the current rating is higher than the milliampere hour rating is higher than what you are already having, it will give you longer life. It won't harm in this way, but you need to understand there is a big price difference between these two. So there are some functions like a battery gauge which is available on some cameras won't be functioning if you put the third party batteries in, and sometimes it will the notice will be popping on into your LCD screen that this accessory is not compatible with your camera, but still you can use it. The other point in this is the third party batteries, based on my experience I am telling you, it won't last long than 1.5 years or 2 years. So your camera battery the original camera battery which has come along with your camera will go on and on and on, and it will last the longest between the two. Thank you.